So we're here today with Michael Faelin, an independent energy expert in Fallbrook, California, and we're asking him about NEM3, which is a new agreement coming down the pike. Michael, what does this mean for homeowners?
Homeowners will lose up to 60% of the savings from going solar if they go solar after April 14th.
Okay, so what is different about this agreement?
Well, the rate that the utility companies buy back energy will be reduced by about 75%. Ultimately, that will result in that savings over the time period being reduced by that 60%.
Okay. And how are homeowners able to avoid the effects of NEM3?
Well, the first thing they got to do is they have to sign an interconnection agreement with their utility, which will reserve their status under net metering 2, which is the current system.
And will this affect any existing solar installations?
If you're underway already and have the interconnection agreement done, you're in good shape. If you want to add solar panels but you haven't done that yet, then if you do it after April 14th, you'll be subject to being moved to that net metering 3 agreement. So you might want to get that going prior to April 14th so you can be reserved for your additional panels as well.
So how does NEM3 affect solar batteries?
Well, if you already have solar and you get a battery after the April 14th deadline, you will not have to move to net metering 3. So that's good news there. If indeed you miss the deadline for April 14th and you get solar after that date, you will want to add a battery because that battery will increase your savings substantially on that net metering 3 designation. That battery will allow you to use that stored energy during the highest rate time period or during night when your solar panels aren't producing, so that'll bump your savings back up to a substantial amount. It won't be as much as net metering 2 if your grandfathered on that, but it will be a substantial savings and it will definitely be worthwhile.
And say someone says, I want to pull the trigger, I want to get solar. Do you have any tips for them for going solar?
Yeah, number one, time is short. We have a limited window to get that interconnection agreement into the utility. So in the process of bidding, selecting an installer, and getting them to do your interconnection agreement takes time. So I would say get that done right away. And if people need help, I'm here. It's what I do as an independent energy expert, is I get the bids for you. We figure out what installer is best for you. You make that decision, and then we get that interconnection agreement done as a priority first thing on your solar project. So I'm happy to help people do that and make sure that they get reserved before April 14th in the net metering 2.
So what is the best way that someone can reach out?
Well, the best thing is to give me a call right away, and then I can come out immediately and then we can get the ball rolling and make sure we get that interconnection agreement done as soon as possible.
All right, thank you, Michael.